You know how you can go to a networking event and you get all these business cards, and then you go home and you go through them and you go to people's websites, and ideally you go to their social media sites and accounts and profiles, and you check them out and you see if you like them. And have you ever noticed a couple of things that were just off when you did that? Something about it was something you didn't like, is just clearly wrong. These are 8 common mistakes that not just career professionals, but also largely entrepreneurs, business owners, and as well personal branders make when they're out there networking. They've got their business cards, they're passing them out, and this is just friendly reminders to you. Check these things out for your own self and see if you've got any of these issues. Make sure you check them out next before you start passing out your business cards again. All right, 8 things. 1, broken links. Broken links from your website. So check your website, check your social media outlets, make sure whatever call to action links you've got in your bios, any links on your website, and I'm not talking about links you've got to dig down in your blogs and all this to find. These are right off the homepage. Links that don't work, or sometimes people have like bugs or viruses or something on their website and it's causing issues. And you go there and it's like takes you to some girly page, with girls and bras and such, or some weird document site that obviously is not their business. Weird. Am I going to stay on your site? No. So broken links, messed up links, get those fixed wherever they are. Links that don't go anywhere, check those out. All right? Number 1, broken links. Number 2, your avatar size or your profile pic size on your social media outlet. So if I go check you out on LinkedIn, especially for your business page, if you've got a business page out there, you want to make sure that your avatar size or your profile pic size is legible. That it's big enough, it's sized correctly. So, I've often seen people's logos, they'll put the larger format of their logo in their profile picture, and then it'll have all this super white space around it because they couldn't crop it or something, or they just threw it up there and was like, boom, I put my logo up there. And then you go to look at it and it looks so tiny and it looks so off and weird, and you can see like lines above it all. It's just so weird looking. Take the time and make sure your profile pic is optimized for LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook. They're all different. Don't treat them the same. Okay, so avatar size. Number 1, broken links. Number 2, avatar sizes are appropriate. Number 3, consistent bios. So I should be able to go from Facebook to Twitter to LinkedIn to Instagram to your website and hear and see the same messages, the same bios, read the same things from each platform to your website. It should be consistent across the board. Your imagery should be consistent and what you're saying should be consistent. Okay, so consistent bios, consistent messaging. Number 4, business emails. Business emails. So this is common where people will have Gmail, Yahoo, whatever. I've even still seen AOL addresses out there. Okay, so you are a business, you're grown. Get yourself a domain email. It's possible, you can do it. You can do it. And if you have any issues, let us know. We're happy to help you with that. But you're too grown to not have your own domain email address. It just says that you're not professional. So of course we know that you are. So make sure your email address is not some personal Gmail address that you tried to make a business address. No bueno, okay? Number 5, going back to LinkedIn, for your personal profile. This is especially important for those of you who are just, in your own careers or your personal branders, your authors, whatever. Make sure that your profile pic looks like you, that it's current and it looks like you. If your hair was blonde in your picture and now you have red hair or black hair or braids or something, try to keep it up to date. Try not to drastically change your look so much. If your picture was from 10 years ago and now you have gray hair on, you've got a gray goatee instead of a black goatee, it might be time for an upgrade. Get yourself a relevant, fresh, new photo. Okay, it's gonna go a long way. All right. So your LinkedIn picture looks like you. That's number 5. Number 6, business cards. There's lots we can say about business cards, but just 2 things on this point. Make sure your business card info is up to date. Just check it. Make sure it's up to date. The phone numbers, the emails, the website stuff, all of that. Make sure it's up to date. The look and feel is consistent with what you have now on your website and social media sites. Also, I'm guilty of this one today. So I went to a networking event last night, used up all my business cards there, forgot to reload this morning. And so now I'm trying to remind myself. Normally I'll keep like a stack of business cards at the door. And that way I'm always thinking, do you have enough business cards? If not, I'll grab what's there and keep it moving. But I'll always leave like 1 or 2 just to remind myself, business cards, keep them in your purse and around you. Now I might just start keeping a stash in the car because there's nothing worse than being at a networking event and not having cards, especially when people want them. So shame on me today. It's like nails on a chalkboard. So try to keep a stash of business cards in your car as well. I'm going to try to do that too. Number 7, consider the number of seconds it takes for your site to load, your website. We're going back to websites now. The number of seconds it takes for your site to load. Test it. Have friends test it on mobile, on your desktop. How long does it take your site to load up? The maximum amount of time somebody's going to wait until they leave your site because they're so tired of waiting for your site to load properly. Guess how long that is. And it's in seconds. Guess how long? You're wrong. It's 3. Just kidding, you probably got that right. 3 seconds, you've got 3 seconds, literally 3, just before anybody will ever leave your site. So you've got 3 seconds, and if it's not loading, they're out of there. They're like, there's nothing that magical here that I have to wait longer than 3 seconds for. Okay, so be careful of that, business owners. It's very important. People are not going to wait for your site to load. I don't care what kind of friend they are of yours or whatever. No longer than 3 seconds, okay? And if you need to know how to fix that, ask. Ask your web developer. If you don't have one, ask us. We'll be happy to help you. Follow-up meetings is the last one. Number 8, in your follow-up meetings, the key word is ask. Ask, ask, ask. I heard a really great podcast the other day, SPI podcast. I love SPI. That's Pat Flynn, Smart Passive Income. He's so fabulous. And he had on a guy called Michael Bungay-Stanier. I hope I'm saying that right. Michael Bungay-Stanier. Michael was on episode 325 talking about being a great coach. But so much of that is applicable to just being a great listener, whether that's to a prospective client or just someone you're trying to help from a networking perspective. The number one thing he said was to ask, to not immediately. It's so hard for us because we're very much wired, as he mentioned in this podcast, in school and all this, we're rewarded for having the right answer to everything, to have it quickly and be the first to have the right answer and the best answer. So we're always wired, we're always so prepped, just boom, give an answer, boom, fix a problem, boom, 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 fix it. And this guy, Michael Bungay-Stanier, is saying, reel that back, resist the urge to just, I gotta help you, here it is. Resist that urge. Rather, ask more questions. Ask in addition to that. I read this great book years ago, and it's still one of my very, very favorites about selling. And selling is such a close cousin to marketing. I mean, we support each other. And it's called something like the name of that book called? It's by Frank Bettger, Bettger, like betcha, like I betcha, but Bettger. Frank Bettger. Oh yeah, How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. How I Raised Myself is such a long title. How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling by Frank Bettger. And in that book, he talks a lot about asking, the art of the ask, but also using the phrase in addition to that. So when you're with a prospective client, and I'm remembering this myself as I'm going into networking meetings, I've emailed everyone I wanted to email, I've dealt with all the cards and everything, and now we're setting up networking meetings afterwards, follow-up meetings, so I can say, what's your business and here's my business, and all of that networking good stuff. One of the key things about listening to people and their problems and the challenges they're facing and seeing how you might be able to help them, if you can, is to listen very well and to dive deeper. In the corporate world, it might be like the 5 whys. You ask why, like 5 times, you dig down. In addition to that is another phrase that you can ask. In addition to that, what else are you concerned about? Or in addition to that, what else are you really worried about in this space? What else might be holding you back? Because, and all that goes to the heart of a problem. Often people don't give us the heart of their issue, the real nitty-gritty, the stuff that matters. And it's not that they're trying to always hold things back. Sometimes they are, purposefully. But sometimes they just haven't thought about it either. So to continue to ask questions and dig deeper down those levels is so big, okay? So ask. Number 8, golden tip for today. And I love that one. And I really like Michael Bungay Stainier's tips he gave on Pat Flynn's SPI podcast, episode 325. We'll link to it in our notes below, okay? All right, and that's it today. 8 great tips. Broken links, avatar sizes are appropriate. You have consistent bias, consistent information. Number 4, business emails. Yes, it's a must. Number 5, your LinkedIn profile looks like you. Number 6, business cards. Information is up to date and you keep a stash somewhere. Again, shame on me. Number 7, consider the number of seconds it takes your site to load, because 3 seconds is all you've got. And number 8, ask. In your follow-up meetings, listen and keep asking. Ask. Don't immediately jump to a solution, okay? All right, now I'm going to be remembering that one myself in these meetings I've got coming up. So that's it for today. I also want to put something on your radar. Put this on your calendar. This is coming up Tuesday, July 24th. I have the most awesome guest. Her name is Jazz Jones. That's Jaaz, Jazz Jones. She's with Mad Miracles LLC, which is all about transformative experiences and how to use your energy towards focusing on the right things, the one thing in your life. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. We so connect. So the 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. That'll be on our Facebook page. So you just go to facebook.com/The A.D.S. Agency. That's THEADS Agency. Okay? And that will be on Tuesday the 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are talking about, can you have it all? And what does that mean to have it all? Oh, it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be good. We've already talked about it. I mean, we could talk about that topic for 5 hours, but we're not going to talk about it for 5 hours on Tuesday. We're going to talk about it for 30 minutes, but I want you to be there to weigh in with your thoughts. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. She's like my little Oprah. You just super love her. She's like a Super Soul Sunday every time you talk to her. So, Jazz Jones on the 24th. Put that on your calendar. Don't miss it, 8 p.m. Okay, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. The button is below. If you click the little bell, you'll get a notification every time one of these videos is ready. So we'd love for you to do that, especially if you like these videos and they're giving you value. Okay, and otherwise you can follow us at the A.D.S Agency on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and that is all for today. We'll see you next time. Hope you're having a great summer out there, and chat soon.